Hey folks, Shadeslay here on a Tuesday evening. Now I think we can all agree the less said about last week, the better. Things went a little bit wrong for us. Things went drastically wrong, and we found ourselves having to restart and make our way back to the beginning of Sector 2, which is where we start today's episode. So let's take a quick look, remind ourselves of where we are. Here we are at the start of Sector 2, a rebel-controlled sector. Here's our ship. We've got the Kestrel, 8 power bars, some basic weapons, got ourselves the Artemis missile and the burst laser Mark II, 4 crew members, 3 humans, and we've got a rockman as well. Not doing too bad, 96 scrap, and our hull is full. But we ought to set ourselves some objectives this time around. Would be useful if we could pick up a scrap recovery arm, because that's going to help us get some of the extra scrap we need, especially when we get into those later levels. And also, I think we need to start thinking about how we can upgrade our shields and our weapons as well as we start to face some tougher opponents. So let's jump straight in. I can see already looking at this map that there's plenty of waypoints, so we shouldn't get into a situation like we were this time last week. Okay, I reckon we just jump straight ahead. No, let's go down. Let's do this. Could regret it. We will wait and see. What have we got? Aha, an automated enemy ship. Attack the automated ship to get out the storage cache. Well, that sounds like a reasonable idea to me. So let's do that. Right, what are we going to target? Well, he hasn't got any shields, so his only threat really is the weapons. So actually we might not use the missile. Might be a bit of a waste. He might try and get away, of course. That's not going to help him much. He's taken out RO2, but there's his weapons gone. Take his engines as well next. Down to 4 bars of hull. Suppose we ought to get that oxygen fixed pretty quick. There we go, he's just got 1 bar left. We're down to 75% oxygen. Couple more shots though. There we go. Job done, finished. And 31 scrap from the broken ship. Hey, and look at that, 2 missiles, 1 drone port, and another 15 scrap as well. Can't say fairer than that. Better get our oxygen back online pretty quickly though, because it's starting to go into the red. Down to 60%. And speeding up quite rapidly. Come on! Come on! This is not the way we want the crew to die. Let's stick someone else in there to fix that as well. There we go. Oxygen restored. Send our guys back to their stations. Don't think we took any damage there really, so good for us. We can jump on. Oh, there's a distress signal down here. Let's go and check that out, I reckon. Might be something in it for us. Could, of course, be an unfortunate trap. Ah, here we go. You find the source of the distress call, a small research station, and it appears that a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Well, thankfully we picked up that rock crew member in the last episode, so we can send him in. And of course, because he's immune to fire, that goes quite well. We've never seen someone that large move that fast. Well, they don't move that fast, do they? They only they're about 50% slower, I think, than other crew members. But never mind, he seems to have done the job. Hey, and look at that, we've got ourselves some bits and pieces as well, so 40 more scrap, and they've augmented us with an FTL recharge booster, and I think that speeds up the rate of our FTL drive recharging. Of course, it might not be that much use to us later in the game, but we've got it for now. We can always swap it out if we want to. So there we go, 182 scrap. That's pretty good going, that's not bad at all. Still recharging the oxygen, I can see. We're up to nearly 80% now. That's going to take a little while. Right, let's jump on then. You can see the enemy fleet coming in from the left-hand side of the screen there, but we're plenty ahead of them for the moment. Let's do a small jump. Oh dear, solar flares, that's a bit of a risk, and we've got intruders on board. Ah, not what I wanted. Never mind. Right, let's get some backup then for this guy. Make sure our medical bay is on. Our rock crew member's got extra health. He's got 150% health, I think, so that's going to help. Right, let's pull this guy out because we don't want to lose him. Stick him in the medical bay. He can come back to the fight in a minute. Same for this guy. Just leave our rock crew member in there for now. He seems to be doing alright for himself. Yeah, he's taking him out. But we've got solar flare incoming. That's not good. Nope, too late. Right, he's going to have to go and put out those fires pretty quickly as well. Let's open some doors too. There we go. Let him put out those fires in our weapons room, hopefully before any damage is caused. Yep, there we go. And we're just deoxygenating that rear section of the ship. There we go. Hopefully, yep, all of our fires are out. Let's close the doors. Close all. Let's get him in the medical bay. Oh, and let's jump out of here before we get another solar flare. Right, where should we go next? Onwards or upwards? Can't do both. Oh, let's go onwards for the moment because we've got the enemy fleet creeping in on us. Get out of here though, quickly as we can. Ah, and into another danger zone. This time we've got into an asteroid belt. And we've got a rebel automated scout as well. He's only got weapons engines though, and a piloting system, so we can take him out pretty easily, I should imagine. Just stick our burst laser onto his weapons. Our Rockman's just recharging, then we can send our guys back to their stations. There we go. Ooh, no one manning the shields, that was a mistake, but he's easily taken out. And our FTL drive is charging. Just need to get those shields repaired too. 31 more scrap. Not bad. But we want to get those shields repaired before we have any incoming meteorites. There we go. It's up and we are charged. And we can jump out of here. Oh, we've got a store coming up. Fantastic, because we've got plenty of scrap to spend when we get there. But do I want to do that? Let's take this waypoint just to the north of there at the moment. This will probably be my undoing, but it might allow us to pick up just a little bit more scrap before we pop to the store. Oh, another automated ship. You know, we've done quite well really in Sector 2 so far, because these automated ships, they're not too difficult. They seem to be going all right. This one's got shields though that we're going to need to take down. Let's approach the station. Okay, what's he got? Drones, weapons and shields. So what we'll do is we will stick our missile on his shields and we'll laser his weapons. He's got an attack drone on us, but at the moment it can't get through our own shields. As soon as he fires his weapon, of course, he's going to start to do a little bit of damage to us probably. No, his weapon's down, so are his shields. Good, he's a sitting duck. Then we can just hammer away at him. We'll take out his drone as well. Fantastic. A nice, easy target. That's what I like. 3 points of hull left. And we won't have those for much longer. These automated ships not posing too much of a problem at this stage. There we go. Looks like his drone is out of the picture. 1 bar of hull left. Still not posing any threat to us, and he is down. That should give us a little bit more scrap. Oh, now, here we go. We've picked up 26. We've got a situation. We could attempt to hack into the station and give the rebel fleet false information. However, I don't think we've got too much to gain for that. We've still got quite an advantage on them, and we've picked up 26 scrap, and we don't know what the negative consequences could be. So let's not risk it. Let's leave the station, and let's jump down to that store and see what goodies we can get ourselves. Here we are. So, what have we got? Well, no scrap recovery arm. That's a shame. There's a little bit of damage to our hull, so let's fix that up first. We could probably use a little bit more fuel as well. It's not going to cost us a great deal, so let's just top up on that, because the last thing we want to do is run out of fuel. We're doing okay for missiles. Now we could, at this point, pick up a drone control. Let's see what this one comes with. System repair drone. It's not going to be that great. I might leave it for now. We've topped up on the essentials. I'm sure there's another store coming up, and I don't see a lot of point in buying things just for the sake of it. So let's carry on. Let's have a look. What have we got? We can still get to the exit via these 2 waypoints here. We've still got plenty of time, so let's jump up here and see what this one has to offer. More asteroids incoming, that's a shame, and another automated scout. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's get that missile on his shields, our burst laser on his weapons, and get a few shots in. He of course has got the asteroids blasting at him as well. Oh, I've missed with my missile. His weapons are down, so he's not going to pose a threat. But my missile, they're completely missing his ship. Let's go for the laser on his shields in that case. There we go. Shields are down. Only on orange, but the next shot should deal with them nicely. And then we'll take his drone port as well. We're taking a little bit of damage there. Combination of those asteroids coming in, and of course his drone as well. But again, posing no problem. He's out the picture. 34 scrap, free fuel. That's not bad at all. We just need to get those shields repaired as quickly as possible. There we go. They're back up. Took a little bit of hull damage, but nothing to be worried about. And time for us to move on. Shall we take in one more waypoint while we're here? Or shall we jump straight for the exit? Let's go to the exit. Let's head into Sector 3. Okay, so we haven't got all of the bits and pieces that we wanted to in that sector, but we have got plenty of scrap, and it might be time to look at upgrading our shields. Just as we are arriving at the waypoint, we arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but we can detect faint life signatures on board. You know what? Do I want to go on board and look for survivors? This could go wrong, and we could end up losing members of our crew. I think I'm good. No, I'm not going to do it. Scrap some of the debris. There we go, an extra 17 scrap, and we will avoid getting ourselves into a potentially hazardous situation. So let's upgrade our shields, I think, before we jump into the next sector. Let's take a look. What have we got? Okay, so if we upgrade 2 bars, takes us up to 2 shield barriers, and we're going to need to upgrade our power twice as well. There we go. Accept. And that's going to give us just a little bit more protection as we enter Sector 3. Just as well, because our weapons, they're not bad, but they're not quite at the standard we'd want, perhaps, as we get further into the game. So we've got a choice between the NG homeworlds and the Zoltan homeworlds. Let's go and see the NG. Good, here we are. We've arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but we should be able to stock up for our journey. Now, of course, Mantis have a tendency to invade and board your ship. So that's something we're going to have to be careful of, because we still only have 4 crew members, but 3 of them are humans, and you know, they're not very good when it comes to the old fighting. Okay, let's do a couple of jumps then. So we've got another store. Let's go there. 173 scrap to spend. Okay, let's see what they've got. Anything that we are interested in. Long range scanners, automated reloader. Cooldown between weapon shots reduced by 10%. Well, it's nice, but I think we'll leave it for now. They've got drone control here as well. Let's take a look. Comes with a free combat drone. That's a little bit better. That could be useful to us. Shall we go for the drone control? Let's fix fix up first. How are we doing for fuel and missiles? By another 2 fuel. And then, shall we do it? It will give us a bit more combat ability. Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Comes with a free combat drone. We could always use some other drones later on as well. There we go. Drone control installed. Mind you, we're going to need to find some power for it. So we're going to have to add 2 more bars to our power. And there we go. No enemy ship at the moment, of course, so we can't launch it. But that is ready to go when we want it to. Good. Let's move on. Next waypoint. What have we got here? We've received a distress call from a nearby NG ship. Danger present, imminent destruction. I don't know. It could of course be a trap. Could get ourselves into all sorts of trouble. We have just picked up some more shields. Shall we do it? Let's do it. What a mistake. What a mistake. We've got Mantis on board. Not what we wanted at all. And we've got a very weak force. I told you, I take risks and then I live to regret it. Okay, let's get this on pause. And we can strike at the enemy ship. Let's take their shields and their weapons. Let's take a look at our own ship and send in this Rockman to see if he can deal some damage. Put the other guy on the shields. Okay, we're going to have to keep an eye on our guy there. Make sure he doesn't take too much damage. No, he's okay. We'll stick him in the medical bay quickly. Stick our Rockman back on shields and him on engines. How are we doing with the enemy ship? Our shields are holding out. We've taken a bit of damage on their weapons, but we could do with a bit more. There we go. That's their weapons down. Take out their shields. We've got a missile we can launch as well. Let's stick our drone out as well. We've got 7 drone ports. That's fine. There we go. Starting to do a bit of damage now. They're down to 3 hull points. One thing at a time. Get rid of the intruders first, and then deal with their ship. There we go. Job's a good one. Didn't take any hull damage either. That's pretty good. 2 fuel. And we've got 36 scrap as well, so we're beginning to build up our collection again. That wasn't bad. I'm glad we picked up those extra shields though. Coming in very useful for us there. Right, time for 1 or 2 more jumps I think before we end the episode. So let's just make sure we've got a path through again. Don't want to make the same mistake I made last week. Yeah, we seem to be okay. So let's pop down here. We can see the enemy fleet again creeping up on us. Okay, what have we got? There are a number of ships stationed around a rest stop. We immediately receive a message saying that if we're looking for some bodies to fill the ship, we've come to the right place. And this would be a good place to hire someone actually, because it's much, much cheaper than hiring someone at one of the usual shops. And I think it's got to be Turing. He's an engine specialist. Only 29 scrap. That is a bargain. Let's go and take a look, see where he is. He's up there at the moment. I think he ought to go down on the engines. Let's just take a look at our crew members. So he gets +7 evasion when he's manning the engines. Compared to, it must be this guy, Bovey, that's on there at the moment. He's only got only a little part of that really. So I think we'll stick our new guy on the engines. And this guy can maybe go and loiter up the front for the moment. This guy needs to go back on weapons. There we go. And then let's save their positions. Our Rockman has got a bit of damage. So let's quickly stick him in the medical bay. There we go. Healed up nicely. And let's make the next jump. Only got one choice really, so let's head up here. Okay, a pawnbroker has set up a shop at this obscure beacon. He might be offering something worth looking at. Well, he's got some fuel on sale for some missiles. But to be honest, I don't know if that's going to be a good value trade for us. We need our missiles. We've got a decent amount of fuel for the moment. Famous last words. Let's ignore him for now. And we will move on. One more jump, I think, and that's going to be this distress... Well, actually, we're near the exit, so we'll see how it goes. But let's head to this distress beacon first. Right, what's the deal? We arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It was a trap. Of course it was a trap. It's always a trap. Right, what are we going to do? Well, let's hit pause and find our missiles. Missiles on his shields, I think. And our laser on his weapons. Let's deploy the drone as well. And let's go. It's got one shield. What's that, about 10 points of hull? Should be alright. There we go. His shield taking a bit of a battering. Our missile not getting through though, and he's hit our engine. They've threatened... no, they haven't. They've agreed to surrender. 2 fuel, 1 drone port, 17 scrap. They're down to 5 bars of hull. I don't know. Sometimes, if you accept the surrender, you actually get more than you would if you don't. But hey, we've got some reasonable systems. We've got some reasonable scrap. Let's carry on. I don't like letting these guys go. Let's annihilate them. We'll just let our drone finish the job. This guy's no risk to us. There we go. Job done. We're still charging our FTL anyway. Ah, well there we go. That worked out for the better. 2 fuel, 1 drone port, and 39 scrap. So he was holding out on us. Good, good, good. 72 scrap in total, and so far things seem to be going pretty good. Okay, we've got 1 jump there to the exit. I was going to kind of wrap up the episode, but I think we could take in just 1 more jump before we hit the exit. Let's head up here, see what we come across. Probably our undoing. Zoltan Research Facility. Genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. God. This could be us ending up losing a crew member. Let's see what happens. Do we want to see what happens? Zoltan Research. I don't know. Let's do it. Oh! Pirates on board. It was a trap. Again. The Zoltans are being held hostage. Crikey, okay. Well, let's work this out. Let's send in our missiles. Send in our laser on their weapons. Where are they? They're in our CCTV room, our monitoring station. That's alright, we've got the Rockman next door. So let's send him in. We've got some guys there, so hopefully not going to pose too much of a problem for us. There we go, their shields are down and they've taken a few points of hull damage already. Our guys seem to be holding their own in the fight. There we go, one of the intruders down. Their weapons are offline, their shields are back up, but it's not going to help them much. There we go, all of our crew are safe. Just need to get some repairs in, get this guy back on our shields. And, oh, I didn't set the weapons on auto fire, so we're going to need to, that's why we are not taking any more damage off them. There we go. That should do the job now. Got our CCTV back up and running. We can see they're frantically trying to repair their systems. Repairing their weapons. But they've only got a couple of points of hull left. And that's no match for us. Another 31 scrap. Oh, and look at this. Because we've rescued the Zoltans, they've given us some lovely bits and pieces as well. So another 22 scrap, another 2 fuel, and a combat drone Mark II. Fantastic. Well, that's going to be incredibly useful to us because we've got a couple of options now. We can either upgrade our drone controller, or for the moment, rather than upgrading it by 3, we could just swap them over. And we therefore get the benefits of having a combat drone Mark II for, I think, only 1 extra power. So that works out. Ah, no, it is going to take double the power. My mistake. My mistake. Never mind. We have got enough power, though. So that's not a problem. There we go. So we do now have a combat drone Mark II that we can deploy when we go into battle. Who are we missing? Who's not at their post? A couple of guys need to be healed. We can do that. Stick them in the medical bay. Bovey as well. In you go. And we don't have anyone piloting our ship at the moment. Return to your stations, people. We're getting out of here. A little bit of hull damage, but nothing too much to worry about. Let's jump to the exit. Anything waiting for us here? Nope. Oh, here we go. A small rebel ship nearby. Seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat, and it doesn't seem to want to engage us. We could, of course, demand the surrender of their goods. I think perhaps we should. Let's prepare to secure the cargo by force. They don't want to fight. Of course they don't want to fight. They've heard all about us. Let's hit their FTL drive, take that offline, launch our combat drone Mark II, and stick our laser onto their weapons. There we go. Their weapons are knocked out. They're trying to charge their FTL though. Let's see if we can take out their engines before they get away. Still not quite managing to penetrate. There we go. FTL delayed. Could do with... no, charging again. We need to take another hit on that FTL drive. Just to make sure. There we go. It's out of order. All of their hull is gone. And we've picked up some more bits and pieces as well. Good. Let's jump then. Next sector. Now, where are we going to head? We can go into a nebula, or we can go into a civilian sector. I'm not a huge fan of the nebulas, and it seems to be that this top route is going to be the easiest. Zoltan controlled sector, so let's head there. And folks, that is where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. We've done a little bit better than we did this time last week. We've managed to whiz our way through 2 whole sectors. We've picked up some great new gear on the way. We've got ourselves a drone control, and we've picked up a combat drone Mark II, and we've got our standard combat drone there as well. Once we get a little bit more power, we can throw out loads of drones at anyone who stands in our way. We've also upgraded our shields and picked up a new crew member as well. Things are looking up, not too much hull damage, still got 42 scrap in hand as well, so we are in a good place to be at the start of, what is this, Sector 4? That's not bad going. Everything so far, fingers crossed, touch wood, is going well for us. So that's where I'll leave it. Until the same time, same place next week. I've been Shadeslay. Bye for now.